to the latest episode in the Associate Member Series of the CANSO CEO Conversations. We're using this series of videos to ask CANSO Associate Members to share their view on life in the industry over the last year and how they hope 2021 will develop. In this episode, we speak with an organisation who, quite uniquely in CANSO, is a commercial organisation who also provide air navigation services. Today, we welcome Yahya Hammadi, Chief Executive Officer of GANS in the United Arab Emirates. Along with other airports in the Middle East, GANS provide air traffic services to what was, at least until the pandemic hit, one of the fastest growing airport hubs in the world. As is familiar to you all by now, we'll be asking Yahya about his experiences throughout the last year and what he hopes and predicts for the year ahead. And with that, I welcome you, Yahya. How are you doing?
Excellent. Thank you for allowing us, giving us the opportunity to speak to our community in the NSPs.
You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. So I'd like to begin by asking, how has your organization approached the past 6 months of operations, and how has this changed perhaps from pre-pandemic?
Excellent. Just let me start to say that the landscape remains challenging with pandemic. COVID-19 has had significant adverse global impact, and the aviation industry has not been saved and spared, with huge losses suffered. And governments and aviation businesses has taken unprecedented measures to cope with this pandemic. Also, it was detrimental to the industry. So at GANS, we decided to, from the start, to take certain measures to approach this situation. First of all, we at GANS, we have activated a crisis management cell to ensure the business will continue operation. And GANS provided the leadership and support to ensure that the business will be running despite this adverse impact. Second thing that GANS took with our effective decision making, we have established communication channels with the government authorities to make continuous and constant communication and coordination. And that was very crucial to manage the dynamic and fast changing situation. And this allowed our staff ease movement during lockdowns and restricted timing, and smooth access to the facilities where we deliver our services. And also, last but not least, GANS deployed IT solutions swiftly to support the operation of the business. So all our meetings with the customer, with the suppliers, intercompany meetings went virtual, which help us continue our delivering our obligation to our customers and satisfy all the KPIs. Also, our training center went digital. All our courses, training courses being delivered virtually. This also was instrumental in keeping, maintaining the currency of our controllers and meeting the customer training requirement. So this is the way we mitigated all these things, and we still delivering and continuing our business.
If you think about the wider industry, what lessons do you think the aviation industry has learned throughout this all? And what have we learned in terms of success, and what have we learned in terms of failure?
Well, in this point, GANS as a private operating NSP, we see the pandemic as helping to drive increased the industry commercialization with the quicker adoption of this innovative technological advancement, which will drive the operating cost down. This is one of the things that here we learn. Other point in GALIS in general, Gallianists and other NSPs across the globe has adapted well, adapted well to the pandemic, and they make sure that the show kept running on the road without any disruption. Despite this adverse impact of this situation, the pandemic, we feel that the industry should open to the market forces to drive the competition among ANSPs, and in the end will lower the cost of the delivery. So also this is very peculiar, and now I listen to Gallianism that with our customers, we introduced impact assessment mechanism to cater for any sustainable changes of variables, and the customer were very happy with this the new lesson that we introduced. And we believe that the flexibility and the closer collaboration should persist after the pandemic. This is great lessons we learned out of this situation.
How does the aviation industry, that's all of us, ANSPs, industry suppliers, how do we work together to build in more resilience?
Okay, to build resilience, I think this might sound a little bit controversial, but the old days where suppliers expected ANSPs to expend millions in procuring their system. These need to change. I think we need a paradigm change to allow all stakeholders, ANSPs, including regulators, suppliers, customers, consultants, and other stakeholders to work together to reduce the capital cost of ANSPs, because it's a significant aspect of their expenditure after manpower. So I think closer collaboration and reducing the operating costs of ANSPs will build this resilience and interoperability across borders.
If we think about where the world is now and where it might be hopefully in a few years' time, what do you think are the biggest risks for the industry, but also what do you think are the biggest opportunities in the coming years?
In terms of risk, I would say that the greatest risk is the delay to retain of traveling level of confidence of the public to travel, because this will prolong the depression and the eventual recovery. So the delay is really posing this risk. Another point regarding the risk, I would say related to the regulation, and it has 2 points. First of all, maybe the stringent regulation that's been imposed in the industry might hinder the recovery or slow down the recovery. And another point related to the regulation, also the regulators themselves that will they don't have the appetite to embrace like innovative solutions and the service from the service providers and other stakeholders in the industry, despite maintaining the compliance and the safety. So this reluctance might have stifled the innovation and the alternative changes that might benefit the industry for recovery. In terms of, if we speak about opportunities, I already mentioned earlier increase commercialization of the industry, global close collaboration, adoption of innovative development and adoption of it. This all will drive the cost to bring the cost down and increase the efficiency.
And finally, we're asking all our CEOs to pick 3 words that they would use to describe the ATM community and explain maybe why they've chosen those 3 words. So what would your 3 words be?
3 words. I would say in terms of ATM operation, I would say like 3 words: safety, resilience, and cost effectiveness. I selected these words, I think, because it describes our current state and it captures our future state that which the industry must adopt. Today, the ATM industry is safe and the standards are improving over the years. The response to the pandemic has shown the resilience. And the cost effectiveness, of course, it's an aspiration which the industry all strive and work toward achieving this, the cost effectiveness. So this is the 3 words: safety, resilience, and cost effectiveness.
Excellent. Excellent. That's all from us. That's all the questions we have. Thank you very much indeed for your thoughts and your time. And I look forward to visiting the United Arab Emirates very, very soon indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. And I just would say, to assure you from GANS, we have confidence that the industry will recover. We are very optimistic with this, with the collaboration of all the community in the ATM industry.